Hi, welcome to the my classroom setting that I created. I named my school Magnolia after my daughter. And um, let's get started on looking at a few things. It's a very small setup. So let's see what I have in there. When I first started doing this project, I thought I had a really clear idea of the direction I wanted to go for my school. And as I was starting to figure out the details, I started realizing that I was actually heading off into a totally different direction. And so now my school is more like a traditional type setting. I do want to have a strong emphasis on a lot of outdoor and nature time. I also wanted to be very, I realized too that I wanted to be very inclusion. I wanted to be all inclusive. I wanted every child, disabilities, abilities to all be able to, for a place where they can all kind of gather and play and learn together. I have been a special education aide for 10 years now. So I also doing this project, I started realizing how much that was important to me to create an environment where everybody feels like they're welcome and they can play and share and be together. So my school would be for 3 months to preschool age. I also wanted to encourage a lot of parent volunteer. I have 2 children of my own. I have a 3-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old daughter. And I love the idea of being able to go in their classrooms and to help and volunteer. And I don't get a lot of time to do that right now. So I guess it's kind of on my wish list of things. So I wanted to include that in my school. I wanted it to be a place where parents felt welcome to come in to join in the lessons or either teach their own lessons. Let's see. My school, I wanted, like I said, I wanted it to feel very inclusive. So I would gear my lesson plans more towards like individualized children's interests. I also really enjoyed this semester when we got to speak with the school where it was the children, ran by the children government kind of geared all the lessons, and everybody kind of had a say in what they were able to learn. So I realized that of doing this project too, that had made an impression on me. So I would like to gear my lessons plans more towards what the children's interests are, and mainly focusing on technology and art. So with that, let's start looking at the classroom. So right here in this corner would kind of be the technology corner. Now I didn't get to do much with it, but this is kind of where computers would be set up, where it would be set up more for age groups, probably 3 to 5 years old, for them learning how to work on a laptop, how to search the internet, how to just kind of technology based stuff. And then over here then would be the art center. And if you notice, the little pictures in the background are actually created by my 3-year-old son. He was very interested in helping me with this project. So right here would be the art center. This would be where children could gather and do art together and then display their pictures. I also really liked that when we saw classrooms where I had a lot of children's art displayed and their work displayed. Right here in this corner would just kind of be where the nap area, where they would nap, also relax, because again, I know having a child my 3-year-old son, once he hit about age 2, just started hating naps. So he just really needs a time in the day where he can just take a break. So he really hated that if he had to go and sit on a bed or a mat, and he did not enjoy that. So he really just needed something right here, which I would call the sharing rug. And this is where you could take your favorite book. You could sit down, you could share with friends, you could read quietly. You could just spend this quiet time relaxing. and kind of refocusing or saving up some of that energy that they're going to use once again. So this is my classroom. It's very small. It's very simple compared to what I would actually like to do. But this is just kind of an idea of where I would go when creating my own room. And also, too, like I mentioned, my 3-year-old son really enjoyed helping me do this. Now let's move on to the outdoor part. Now, as I mentioned, I do want a lot of the time with the kids spent outdoors. I think it benefits them greatly. My son and daughter love being outdoors. So over here, I would do like a garden, fruit, grow vegetables, that sort of thing. And I would like time through the day where the kids were able to go out there, care for their vegetables, pick the vegetables, tend the garden, water flowers, pick flowers, whatever we can do out there. Just time outdoors. Over here, this is all I could find. It's a little itty bitty teeny turtle, but he represents the part where I would like to be able to have animals on the campus outside, where the children would be able to take time in their day to feed the animals, care for the animals, and also learn about the animals. I think that is a big part of this. I think it would be important for the kids to learn exactly different animals, which animals come from which part of the world. I don't know, different things like that. Okay, and then right here we have the picnic bench. Now again, like I said, I wanted to spend a lot of the time outdoors. So I would have most of the meals, weather permitted, outside at the picnic bench. Also too, I loved in one of the videos we watched where they were making like mud pies. I want a little center in the outdoor area where kids would be able to be really creative with making mud pies, water play, all that sort of thing. Again, having 2 children at this age, I do understand how much they need and love to be outside. So I was not able to really put my vision exactly of how I would like this to look, but this gives you just kind of an idea of where I would be heading if I was to do my ideal school. And that is pretty much my project. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.